Well guys, I see this the other day, and as you would expect, the reasons they're pushing it will never be the ones that are actually claimed. It's like with everything, they always have a real motive hidden from view, or at least attempting to hide it anyway. This one here is the implementation of a massive scale facial recognition system that is something they've been trying to push for a while now, and the last 2 years has likely helped them do. Of course, it's being framed around helping kids like it always is, despite the fact this lot let grooming gang scum roam around the country freely and likely import many more on a daily basis. Either way, the real goal here is tracking everything we do. It's certainly not protecting kids or anything like that. Now obviously, the way they're framing this, I have to say, is pretty hilarious, and that's not in a good way, I've got to say. It's hilarious for how much they're taking the piss out of the general population with headlines like this. It says calls for Face ID to access social media to stop kids from finding porn. What the hell does social media have to do with finding porn? Obviously, it has nothing to do with it, since all social media has banned it long ago, as you likely know. You won't see any of this on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, or anything like that. Twitter you might, yes, but that's hardly aimed at kids, is it? Now, if they really cared about kids, they would just make social media 18 plus or some shit like that, but like I said, it's not about protecting kids at all. Just reading that title told me how stupid this article would be, and it did not disappoint me in the slightest. It's so blatantly obvious they really want your data, it's almost laughable. As many likely know, a person's data is worth a fortune, and the more data they have on you, the more it's worth, obviously. That, alongside control, is going to be the aim here, I'm willing to bet, because as I've said many times, this lot don't care about kids. If they did, social media would be 18 plus, which I would fully agree with, and so would most people, I think. In my eyes, a kid has no business on social media. They should enjoy being a bloody kid like all of us did. Here it says Brits should have to use Face ID to access social media to prevent kids stumbling on porn, the Children's Commissioner has said. Dame Rachel said that the online safety bill will toughen rules to protect kids, such as making porn sites use age verification to make sure users are over 18. It has been left up to tech firms to decide how to make it work. And obviously, once again, that has literally nothing to do with social media sites in any bloody way, shape or form. Like I said, they're just framing it in a way that they can try and push it through. The real reason's got bollocks all to do with kids, let me tell you. It goes on, she urged the firms to find a moral compass to help limit kids' potential exposure to harmful content. She called for firmer age gates to control access to sites, as well as the use of artificial intelligence, AI, such as facial recognition. Which, there you go, that's the real reason for it, is to get that in. Maybe she has a few friends with facial recognition companies or something like that. It's usually the way this sort of shit goes, I've got to say. She said, I'd like to see a stronger age verification, whether it's credit cards or AI. I think AI is the future on this one. Once again makes me think she knows a few people with a little interest in that one there. Now, the rest of the article itself is just a load of bollocks going on about nothing that's really related to any of this. Some minister not getting his daughter a phone or something like that, which is just filler that most of these articles are actually full with. Either way, like I said, the real goal here is definitely not protecting kids or anything like that, because the easy way to do that have already been spelled out. This is there to collect your data, control the population, and push in what they've been trying to push in for years at this point.
Where